Hello friends, have you seen something like this in your camera? Need not be a DSLR, it can be in even some other camera. You would have seen something called modes. Different modes in your camera. Why do you think that there are multiple modes available in a camera? What do you think that is the purpose? Camera modes are something like washing clothes in a washing machine. Really? Let me explain to you why am I saying this. There are three ways to wash these clothes. One, if you have washing machine which is fully automated. Put this, machine does everything for you, you get the washed clothes. Second, if you have a semi-automated washing machine. Partially you may have to do something like you may have to soak it or you may have to rub it, you may have to dry it. But some part of the job is done by the washing machine, some part is done by you. Third option, you have to manually wash it. Same thing is there in the camera modes. Let's start with automatic mode. I think that's your favorite when you buy a DSLR, isn't it? So when you see here in the modes, you can see there is something called A plus or a green rectangular indication that is fully automated, meaning everything camera does. You don't need to do any settings, you just click. That's it. You have automatic mode without flash, creative automatic mode, and there are some modes which are very much specific to application, like sports mode, landscape mode, portrait mode, things like that. Take the case of an automated washing machine. You put the clothes. You can still set, though it is fully automated, you can still set as per the clothes, like cotton, silk, daily wash. These are something like that. You have automated modes which is specific to an application or a genre of photography. Say example, you want to do sports photography. If you put in the sports mode, it is going to act specific to sports scenario where the shutter speed will be higher and other things are taken. That is fully taken care by the camera. If you ask me, I would say from here till here in this model, all are automated. Now let's go to semi-automatic modes. If you see here from P, TV, AV and M, all these are creative modes, and in that from AV to P, that is AV, TV and P, they are semi-automatic. What do you mean by semi-automatic? It means you have partial control. A set of parameters is done by you or as a photographer, and other things are done by the camera. Take as an example AV, which is with respect to Canon, it is aperture value. If you take Sony or Nikon, it is specified as A, letter A, where the aperture is controlled by the photographer and shutter speed will be set by the camera. Take the case of TV, which is Canon specific to time value. Nikon or Sony would be representing this as letter S. Shutter priority. What does it mean? Shutter is set by the photographer, aperture is set by the camera. Take the case of P, program mode, where ISO is a priority for the photographer and he set it. Other things are taken care of by the camera. Now these things are creative modes, but the only thing is you don't have 100% control over the parameters. Some priority parameters are set by the photographer and other things are set by the camera. So these modes are advantages to a photographer when a specific parameter is a priority for him. Now from semi-automated mode, let's move to manual mode. This is nothing but complete control over to you as a photographer. Take the example what we have discussed. Manual control, washing the clothes. Imagine if there is a dirt, specific dirt which you want to scrub. You know exactly where to scrub and how to get rid of it. In manual mode, you have the complete control over all the parameters, technical parameters. You set what you want, the camera is going to perform exactly how you have set. Camera will not do anything automated setting for you. Advantages, you are going to get what you want. Difficulty, it is little difficult. Initially it will be little difficult, but I am very sure that once you practice the technicalities, you will become master in manual mode. If you are a beginner, where would you start with? Probably you might start with the green zone, that is the auto mode, right? I would suggest you must try these modes and check how these things are working, and eventually you must move to the semi-automatic modes and finally to manual modes. If you want to have complete control over manual mode, you should be an expert with respect to aperture, shutter speed, ISO and the technical parameters. We are going to learn that little detail in the next episode. Stay tuned and I will see you in the next episode. Till then, goodbye.